Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
Yamaneika Saunders. Welcome back.
Hi. Thanks for having me back.
Good to see you. She was early today.
Yes.
She wasn't on Rap all this time.
No.
She was an hour and a half early.
Why were you so early?
I was early because I'm trying to change the narrative about big women being late and lazy.
What?
You understand? Like,
So Charlamagne's a big woman.
no, because you know what it is? People say, what's your thing? Is black men don't cheat?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, well, fat bitches don't eat then. If we telling lies, let's tell them all.
Who don't cheat? I'm playing.
You said who don't cheat?
Listen, black men don't cheat. We're changing the narrative.
Okay, you're changing.
She's
Well, I'm
changing the
changing the
narrative
narrative
also.
about big bitches. We
Right.
don't eat. We just got this way because God wants us to be flumpy and lumpy. You understand?
Well, that's a damn lie.
Well, so is black men don't cheat.
No,
That's
it's
her
not.
point.
1000%.
But here's the difference between what I'm saying and what she's saying. Just like you can make a conscious choice to change your lifestyle, you can make a conscious choice to change your lifestyle.
Well, I make a conscious choice to try that new burger from Popeyes.
Did you try it?
I did.
sandwich.
How
We
was it?
argued about it. It is. I don't care what that burger is made out of. Like, if they told me it was worse than vaping, I would still eat it. You
Really?
understand?
Worse
That
than
meat
vaping.
is very white. It might be made out of white people. It's so white.
Very white.
It is white meat. The bread, they just got it all right, okay? I'm not here to talk
First of
about
all,
fat
that,
shit.
chicken,
I'm like-
that chicken is so full of GMO, you can look at it and tell ain't no breast supposed to be that
But
big.
you want it.
I
Not
didn't
if they
eat
get
it
it from
though.
the
It's a lot
South.
of things I want, but I know it's not good for me.
Southern meat is like, you talking about New York meat that can't really grow, you know, because it's doing crack or smoking weed. But that South Carolina meat, you know,
GMO.
them chickens out there, they living their best life. They got homes, mortgages. They got a lot of meat on their backs.
So you think it was good? It's better than Chick-fil-A?
I think it's absolutely better than Chick-fil-A.
Really?
Yeah, and it loves gay people.
How long
So
you been
of
eating
course.
Chick-fil-A?
Of course. It was like, hey, girl, when it came in my mouth, I was like, hey.
I like
How long you been
Chick-fil-A.
eating Chick-fil-A? I need to test your Chick-fil-A skills.
Well, look at my body and see how long I've been eating Chick-fil-A since they started, in 1773? That's when I started eating Chick-fil-A. I know Chick-fil-A.
I do feel
You're
like
not that big, Yamaneika. Stop.
I am very curvy in all the right places.
Yeah,
I
you
have
got big bosoms.
Yes, heavy breasts, heavy thighs. But you know, I cannot deny that I have a gut. Anytime a man has to lift up the hood to get in there, you know you a big girl. So
Well, I love the outfit.
Thank
I was
you.
telling you, I love the colors.
yes, taste the rainbow.
Hold on. Speaking of tasting the rainbow, how do they lift up the hood? What do they do? Like, do they actually grab your stomach and
Don't
pull it
act
up?
like you ain't been with no big bitch before. You know what to do.
Get-
Come on now,
Pull
you
up
know
that
what to
Facebook
do.
picture.
I mean, one time. I did. One time.
Yeah.
Did you have to lift the hood?
Nah, she laid on the floor. And
On the floor? You
The thing
didn't put
about
on
big
bed?
women is big women are more flexible than people think.
Yes, I am very flexible.
Yes.
But if you didn't have to lift up the hood on a big woman, that's because she was doing a somersault while you was trying to eat her out, and then everything just fell down. You
What
understand what,
kind
I'm
of
saying?
guys do you like body
Wait,
frame
you didn't put it on the bed? You put it on the floor?
Nah, it was a quickie. Cause we was trying to do it before her father came back home. It was way back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had did a weekend in jail, and I was just horny. She used to call herself Big Nasty. Like, you know how she used to have it airbrushed on the front of her Honda? So I was like,
On the front of her
I
Honda?
can't.
let me
I
walk up the street
can't.
real quick and dip off into Big Nasty since I just spent this weekend in jail.
Well, anyway,
Nasty.
Yamaneika,
Yes.
back
Yes,
to you.
thank you.
What kind of body frame do you like when it comes to guys, though? Do you have a preference?
Well, skinny guys normally like me. Short guys like me. But I don't have a preference when it comes to guys. I am dealing with a nice, cute little 29-year-old right
Okay.
now.
Okay,
and
Yamaneika.
yes!
What race is he?
He's black.
Okay.
He's Haitian. That's even blacker,
Sorry,
right?
passe. Okay.
Yeah, he be putting little shit, you know, when he be making stews and stuff, I have to make sure it's like really a stew and not, you know,
Voodoo.
him trying to kill me.
My
but, you
goodness.
know.
Have
Nah, he
you
wouldn't
posted
try
him
to
on the
kill you.
gram?
I have posted
Let
him.
me take a look.
I won't tag him.
Why
but I
not?
have-
You don't want the girls to see who he... Let's see.
you know, I don't know, like, you know, just in case I don't want to be out there, you know what I'm saying? Like Mary J. Blige put my shit out there and then I got to write a song about him because it didn't work out.
Look up Pierre. Let's see what Pierre looks like.
He's very cute. Should I say his? No, I'm not. My lawyer's
you meet
here,
him?
so I just, she knows
I
to
don't
keep
see
me.
him.
Where did you meet him?
I'm trying to see because I didn't...
He's a comic. I'll
a
show
comic?
you later.
Did you tag him like, this is my man? Or you
No.
just...
Oh, he's a
happen-
comic?
Yeah. He's cute. He's cute. He's,
Is it Will Sylvans?
No, I wish it was. Will would get my body right. You know, Will is all about health and raw food.
We used to
and
go
all
to
that
his
other stuff.
boxer.
I
We used
love
to train
Will.
with his boxer.
Will is great. Will is great, but Will has a speech impediment, so also you don't know what the hell he's saying. So it's like, you want to eat me out or you just what? Okay, but I love Will. Shout out to Will Savance. He is amazing.
You're going to be at the Gramercy Theater this Friday, right?
Yes, I'm going to be at the Gramercy Theater. I'm doing a brand new hour.
Hey, how hard is that to do?
Well, I had a lot of content available. People don't understand, like, as you know, I've been doing comedy for almost 20 years, even though I'm 12. And you know, it's just sometimes it's hard to just get the spotlight on you to, you know, sort of raise up in the business. And then people are like, oh, you some brand new comics. Like, no, I've been doing this for a long time. I have a lot of things to say. So when I did The Degenerates, which is out on Netflix, that was all my sort of dirty, raw material. And then I just had my album come out, Damsel in Distress, which was sort of like, you know, who Yamaneika is and just wanting to be vulnerable and kidnapped. And, you know,
Why do you want to be kidnapped?
I want to be kidnapped because I want to get kidnapped. I mean, why should all the other girls have fun?
So you want somebody to grab you, throw you in the back of the
You
truck?
should just do
Really,
90 Day
I want
Fiancé.
Don't you know I do commentary on that show?
I know. That's why I said it, because me and you are both into that show.
I'm so into 90 Day Fiance, but I have to be real. Like, no, don't no other country want me. You understand what I'm saying?
What do you
so
mean?
I couldn't do it the other way because I would just get their whole shit together, and they ain't got time for that.
What do you mean no other country wants you?
They don't want me to come sweeping up their stuff and being like, oh, I can't do this, whatever. You know, they in Brazil right now, and
Yes.
some girls like living in a chicken coop. I'm like, I can't do this.
Why
like,
is she living in a
fry
chicken
them
coop?
chicken. Let's get some wall paints here and let's figure
What's
this out.
your favorite couple from 90 Day Fiancé?
I like Azin, and because he doesn't like the girl Nicole. I think it's Azin and Nicole because he been trying to get her to lose weight. And let me just say this, ladies, if you with the man and he's like, I can fix you, leave that nigga. You don't need to be fixed. You either like what I got and then pray to God that it gets better, or you just gonna be a ground bottom with me right now.
Healthy?
Yeah, because you just said you would date Will Savance because he would get you healthy. So what if he was like,
I didn't say I would date him because he would get me healthy. I said a benefit of dating him is that I would get healthy. I'm doing pretty good on my own, and I don't believe that every big woman is unhealthy. You understand what I'm saying? And there's small
skinny,
bitches out
unhealthy
here
people.
that are very
Absolutely.
unhealthy. You
so
know,
what
with
if
the
he said he
keto
didn't want to help
diets
you
and all
get
that.
in? He hears you complaining about your stomach, complaining about you lifting the hood, and he was like, "Yo, I want to help you get in shape."
First of all, let me just stand up so everybody can
Hey!
see. We just see.
Get it, girl.
I told you
And
not
this-
big.
it's a
Okay,
little
Drama.
bush,
You the
you
one
know,
you-
this is a little whatever. but
You got a
this is-
picture, Ariel.
You know what? And this was the thing. I burnt my titties, right? And so they think these burns are nipples. They're not. I just had a bad instant moment
I thought it was
because I'm not really African
How
like
did
I
you
need to
burn
be.
right there?
Well, I was cleaning my house. I had some incense burning. The incense fell over, and instead of me, like, it fell on one titty, and my brain was like, well, smush them together to put the fire out.
I was
And then
like, how on both sides?
I got a double burn.
Okay, I thought
mark.
you just had the
Somebody did.
big areola.
No, but I
area.
do have a huge areola. It just makes
Okay.
it even better now. My areolas are so big. I had a guy try to eat, suck my titties, and it looked like Gary Coleman had come back from the dead because it's just a full face. You know what I'm saying? My titties are like a headshot, and you like, what nigga is this? It could be on Power. But
Now, what about when Beyonce makes a song like "Upgrade You"? That's about fixing a man up.
yeah, but of course Beyonce upgrade niggas. Beyonce. I can't upgrade you, but I can
Yes,
get
you
you to
can.
standard
Well, she's
form.
also talking about things like taking you places you've never been before, not changing who you are as a person, but like you get to go and do things you've never done.
What's wrong with having listen? We all meet people in our lives that help us to grow and help us to evolve. What's wrong with that?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I think, instead of trying to get with somebody and make it a business proposition, you should get with somebody that you can tolerate. I've learned in this new relationship, like, my guy's 29, I'm blah, 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 and, he plays, I'm a gamer, so I play GTA all the time. He plays this, yes, I'm constantly cussing out some 7-year-old who's messing up a mission. But he plays NBA 2K. Now, he plays that nonstop. He's talking about he got sponsorships now and all this other shit. I was like, nigga, I wish you could do this in real life because we need real money.
Oh no, them guys make money when they really start going professional with it.
Well, that's what I heard, but that's what it is. When I found out the kid won $3 million on
Yes,
Fortnite,
ma'am.
I was
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
because I kept telling my guy, I was like, you got to stop this and go get a job. And then the kid won $3 million. I was like, why the fuck you looking for a job? You need to go be playing this NBA 2K until you can make that work.
How long y'all been together?
We've been together 3.5 months. We've known each other for years. We are a nice little situation. He met my mama. My mother liked him.
That's a little past a little situation if you met mama.
Did he meet your dad?
Well, ain't nobody I barely met my dad.
Oh.
But, I mean, I know the niggas there. But my dad's so young and just like, I got this young daddy who's still trying to get like young girls in the club. It's like, I can't be rocking with you. You still trying to make FUBU happen. That's gone. So.
FUBU came back.
Did it come back?
It
My
came
daddy
back.
brought it back.
I mean, it's not back like people rocking it, but it did come back.
Well, how'd it come back if you ain't right?
I don't know. I don't understand what he meant.
'Cause I think
What
it's all
I'm
about the
saying
rock.
is it's not in style, but there are new FUBU products available
So you
for
say
people
it
to
exists.
buy.
Well, don't buy
Okay.
it then. Where you get it from?
I have
Etsy?
no idea.
Amazon
Etsy.
Prime? Like, that's when you know your thing is really doing bad, when it's on Amazon Prime for $7.99.
Right.
Jesus
But there's a
Christ.
difference between helping somebody, because you should learn from whoever your partner is, and somebody trying to change who you are.
Right.
And I think that's the difference. Like, of course, we should be with somebody we can grow with, somebody we can learn with, but not somebody that's like, okay, you need to change this about yourself. Or
Right.
if you did this, you'll be a better person.
I don't understand the difference because, I mean, you'll go to a life coach and a life coach will tell you what you need to
But
change.
that's you
about yourself.
voluntarily doing something because you made a
Who go to
decision.
life coaches like that?
People go to life coaches.
Yeah,
if
few
you go to
people.
a therapist, psychiatrist, they tell you what
I
to change
see a
about yourself.
therapist. I see a nice old Jewish man. We're changing each other. You know
See
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
I'm doing a lot of Hava Nagilas now. He doing a lot of yes girls when he sees me. But, you know, we're living our life. One of the things I like about the relationship that I'm in now is, number one, once you get into a relationship, here come all the dick. All the guys are like,
Everybody.
yo, let me hit you up. You got a glow. You got a whatever. I'm like, it's not a glow. He's coming on my face a lot. So
Jesus
the
Christ.
reality, is
Yeah,
this too much
No,
for
it's
the
not.
morning
Go
time breakfast?
deeper. Go
No,
deeper.
I don't want anybody to not be able to digest
was
their
gonna
food
say
'cause
your
I'm keeping
face
it
is
real.
glowing,
People eat
but-
come for
Thank
breakfast
you.
all the time.
Thank you. It's very beautiful. But what we are learning in this relationship is there are things about me. Like, I'm very much I'm an independent black woman. You ain't going to tell me nothing. Life is hard as it is, and what I want goes. And he's teaching me now to just kind of be like, yo, chill. It don't have to be all that. We ain't really in an argument. I'm like, no, we're in a full argument. He's like, nah, we not in an argument. We having a little moment right now, but I'm totally chill. So I'm like, well, I guess I got to chill. If this nigga chilling, I got to chill too. We chilling together.
That's good.
Yes.
But by the way, that's part of change. Whether you want to admit it or not, that's part of change. That's part of growth. That's part of evolution.
I'm changing better than I was before.
Now, I do
Yes.
agree with you. If a person is telling you, hey, you need to change, I don't like X, Y, and Z about you, that's different. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But if y'all are actually having these conversations and learning from example and changing, that's great.
Well, my life is all about getting better, especially as I get older. Like the last time I was here, we talked about me being booed on Apollo. And so many, first of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody that reached out to me and told me their stories. I read all of them.
We don't want to hear those. We want to hear
No,
about you
no.
getting booed randomly in the street since you left the show.
No,
How
and
often does that happen?
Well, first of all, I was getting a lot of boos, but they were very cute because they were commenting boo. But you know what it is? It's like you moving forward in life. I thought I was gonna be like, don't you boo me, but it was very cute. People were sharing about their pain and how they've been hurt and things that they have gone through, and how that has been an example for them just to keep going. So my life and my comedy is all about just let's talk about the shit that's going on in life. I'm in a new experience with this guy. I haven't been in anything this serious or this committed. We're talking about it now. We're talking about all the insecurities that we have. But to also know that even though we're talking about insecurities and things that are rough, talking about it and living it and not putting so much pressure on life is the best thing you can
I
do.
agree.
Because when you try to I'm trying to tailor my relationships to my girlfriends and how beautiful I think that are, those things are. And then when you really look at a relationship, you go, they don't have their shit together either. So why am I
agree.
really trying to make my situation look
Absolutely.
like theirs?
Right.
I can be with this guy and we can make our own new thing.
And I don't trust people who can't be vulnerable. I don't trust people who try to put off this image of perfection all the time. Nothing is ever wrong. You always try
Yeah.
to say the right thing, do the right thing. That's not reality. You're bullshitting me.
Well, the pressure is to always be put your best foot forward, especially now in this culture that we live in where everybody canceling everybody and people going, oh, this is corny. You can't do this. How dare you do that? And I was a product of that when I was growing up, and I didn't want people to laugh at me. I didn't want people to think I was corny or think certain things. And then I realized, as long as I keep trying to do things to make people think I ain't something, then I'm never going to be who I need
you
to
are.
be.
Yeah,
and
word
fuck
up.
them and what
Word
they
up.
got and what they think, because I can make my own world and I can make the things that I like fabulous. And that's why I'm still ticking and clicking here now, years and years later.
I saw this roast battle that you had done.
Please, let's talk about that.
Oh my God!
Was
You
it
want to talk?
Let's talk. Let's do it.
Who's the roast battle with you?
Oh, I can't remember, but
Jamar Neighbors.
Yes,
Oh, you remember
Jamar.
that?
Yes,
You went
What happened?
I do.
in on him. There was one point where I was like, my mouth was.
He tried you?
He tried. Well, first of all, I've done roast battles. Shout out to Comedy Central and Jeff Ross, who really, that's their thing, the roast battles. And I've been battling for a long time. Now, I got into battling, and I was very shy with the roasting, and because I don't want to say anything to hurt anybody's feelings.
You hurt feelings.
But just a new thing kind of takes over, and you go, in my life, it's nothing that I want to say that I'm scared of doing, right?
Okay.
Like, I used to have a phobia of flying, so I would have to I had to drink and, like, medicate myself so I wouldn't know that I was in the air, and then it was a problem. And so I said, I got to conquer this. I just got to be sober for a flight. Pray to God if I believe in him. He got me. If he got me, if it's my time, it's my time. I mean, I would hope this wouldn't be the time he choose because I'm too fabulous to die this way. I need to be dying like Aretha Franklin with like Louis Vuittons on and a wig and going on tour. Like, I want to be 90 years old in the casket on a damn world tour getting costume changes in the middle of my funeral.
Yeah, you don't want to die in Coach.
No, you don't want to die in Coach. I mean, 1,000%. And if you dying in Coach, you need to jump the fuck out that plane so that your body start mingling with the niggas in first class.
Just run to the front.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? I was the pilot, actually. But I got into roast, and the interesting thing about the roast battle is we did get a little flack for that because it was a lot of nigga this, nigga that. We was going hard, and I think it was the first time that, like, because Black Twitter and Black Facebook really came for us, and I think it was the first time they was like, well, why is it these black people up here going hard at each other, really battling each other this way
roast battle
in front of white judges? And what they didn't understand is, because we got called coons and all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, first of all, if you I have a podcast called Rant and Raven with Yamaneika. If you ever listen to that podcast, you know I can't be no damn coon. I grew up in Aberdeen, Maryland. I went to school in Dublin, Maryland. I was one of a few kids of color. I done dealt with white people and they shit. I keep them to task at all points in time, and that's the reason why my career is the way it is, because I tell white people what's up all the time. Now, the niggas that you see out there really making it, some of them niggas is adjusting and cooning, buffooning, but not this bitch that keeps it real and keeps her weave up and her hair up and go natural. I done been Erykah Badu one day. I could be, Whitney Houston the next day. I just keep it all for the culture. And they saw that, and I understood that they looked at it and they were like, well, why are you saying this nigga black, this nigga? Because it was one nigga, I said the nigga was so ugly. When his daddy came, he screamed Beetlejuice and shit like that. And they was like, you talking about the nigga being black? I'm like, my mama black as hell. I'm black as hell. And prior to that, because they talked about us calling each other the N-word so much. And I was like, yeah, but I battled 4 white guys prior to this, and I call all them niggas. Like, we really had to sit down and research the things that we get upset about, because sometimes it's just, we mix everything together and we throwing people out there in the coon category that ain't necessarily in the coon category.
You know what a coon is? A coon is somebody who reinforces the negative stereotypes of black people. That is the pure definition of a coon.
Okay, well then I was a coon for 5 minutes because I was reinforcing it just a little bit, but I came out as Beyonce at Coachella with my little outfit on. I was fat on say. I had 3 wigs
You're
on
not
top
fat,
of another wig.
Yamaneika. Stop saying that.
Well, if you ask a white guy, I'm fat. Now you ask a brother, I'm pleasantly plump or curvy, right?
Who gives a fuck
and if
what
you
the white
ask
people
an
got to
Indian
say?
guy, he's like, get the fuck out of my store. But the reality is, depending on the culture, I am what I am. And I'm proud of it, and there's nothing wrong with it. Should I lose a couple of lbs? I don't know. My doctor said I'm fine. But if I want to start doing tricks and turns on this nigga's dick, then I got to get rid of a couple of things.
Okay.
Back to the battle.
Oh, yeah, back to the roast. You know what's
What did
crazy?
you say hurt his feelings so bad? What was
You're
so bad?
talking about the roast. I didn't realize it had that much controversy.
It did.
I was just watching it because I think you're funny. I told you I saw you with Donnell. You had to go on early because you had to leave and go somewhere else.
Yes. Shout out to Donnell. I love him. Y'all be giving him such a hard time.
Who
but
is
I
that?
love him. Donnell Rollins. I
don't
love
know
him.
who that
and
is.
let me just
He
say
opened
this.
up for you? He opened up for you?
No, he did not
Oh.
open up for me. He is gracious enough to have me come on when he goes to Carolina Things, and shout out to 40 as well. They're really nice. And the thing I like about Donnell is that in this business, to be a black woman or a woman in general and be funny, sometimes niggas try to douse that down. They don't want to be in your space. They scared of you. They scared of following you. And I ain't never had a problem. He like, bitch, if you don't go up there and be the funniest that I've ever seen you when I saw you and I want that, he's always reinforcing that. So I can never say anything disrespectful about him.
I heard he steals
other
jokes.
people.
Donnell is a notorious.
No. Well, no. He's never stole nothing from me, and I ain't getting up on that kind of trap. Now,
Y'all don't talk bad
Donnell
about
Rollins,
Donnell.
Let me
Y'all
tell you
talking
something.
because he's not
Yamaneika,
here.
listen to me.
No,
Donnell Rollins
no.
is a notorious fat shamer. Notorious.
he's never
Yes,
fat
he
shamed
is.
All the
me.
time.
Yes, he is. Envy has a real estate partner named
Are you
Caesar.
getting ready to pull up?
I am.
I saw
I'ma
that
show
a bunch
you.
of the one that he
started
said
it.
looked
God damn
like.
it.
He started it.
I deleted it,
But
man.
he did look like Big Pun, though.
See?
But what's wrong with telling
Look
the
at
truth?
this. Look at this.
I saw this.
Look at that.
Who the hell is that?
Donnell is a fat shamer.
Why are
Donnell-
you showing private messages
Donnell.
between you and
Well,
Donnell?
that, first of all, I want that outfit that he got on. That the big boy got on. Why he got pink
You
on
see
in
when
here?
Donnell
If
put his
he
hand
don't
on
need to
Caesar's
fat
body?
shame him. There might be some LGBTQ shit
I
going on with
deleted the
him.
video, but Donnell sent me a video like 2 days ago, and it was just a picture of Caesar with Big Pun playing. That's all it was.
Donnell is a fat. You gotta watch out for Donnell. Just be careful.
Well, he's never fat shamed with me. He took me to Juniors. We had all kinds of cheesecake and shit
That's because
while
you're
I was
not
on
fat.
keto.
Could you stop?
While I was on keto.
I was on keto and
What's
damn
that, the
near
best-
walked in the back of the restaurant and was like, I want to see y'all make some more shit. I know you got some off-menu shit. Every time you go to a restaurant, ask them about their off-menu shit. They love that shit.
That's the caveman diet, right?
What caveman
You
diet?
said keto?
Keto,
Keto.
yeah.
Yeah, vegetables and meat.
I mean, it's more than that. It's more than that.
What else is
But it's that.
Okay.
It's part of that. But I don't like the way you just said vegetables and meat. It's a whole, it's like no sugar. Don't
Right.
just say this
There's a lot
is
more
vegetables and meat.
components.
It's no sugar. You know? There's protein.
Why does that upset you?
Because you can't just have all kinds of vegetables. Like, you can't really have spinach on it because spinach is too much.
Oh, got
You
you,
know,
got
you got to
you.
have maybe iceberg lettuce. It's more than that. Do not.
I thought there
can't
was no
with him.
nutritional value in iceberg lettuce.
I can't with him because I dedicated a month. First of all, let me just say this. Envy, I adore
man.
you.
I love you.
I want to get a house from you whenever I can afford it. I want you to flip some shit.
I don't
see
sell houses.
But what is you flipping something? Ain't it
Okay.
houses? Or what the fuck you
All right,
doing?
go ahead, go ahead.
Every time I see you doing something, you flipping a house in New Jersey or some shit like that, or you doing this,
I
you
am.
building, you doing
You don't sell
drywall,
houses?
you're working at
don't
Monte
sell
Key on the
houses to people.
weekends.
I
What
thought
are
he
you
sold
doing?
houses
I
too.
thought he sold
I'm
houses
confused
too. What
now
the fuck are you
too.
doing?
No,
I
I'm
thought
not
you
real
sold
too.
houses.
I
No, but
I
you're
buy
flipping-
houses, I fix them, and I rent them out.
Oh, you renting them
I
out.
rent them out.
Oh,
I hold.
okay.
But you,
I
you
hold
still
he
them
can
out.
help
the
you. He
deed
can
to
help
the
you
house.
buy a home. He
I
can help you buy a home.
I'm not a realtor. I'm trying to encourage people to buy homes and to create
You should
generational
become a
wealth.
realtor.
Okay, but I'm trying to figure out because then you got the home and you try to make money off the home and you making money off the home.
Yes, ma'am.
So you selling the homes.
I'm selling rooms
You-
or apartments.
Oh, you doing
I'm keeping it.
SROs.
Yeah, I'm keeping it. So
Oh, you the slumlord.
I'm not the
Envy
slumlord.
the slumlord out here
man.
selling rooms.
I'm selling apartments.
Okay, now it's apartments. Because you said rooms and then now
It's
it's
apartments. It's like 4 family units. So I sell units. One
Oh,
unit,
you
2
got
units,
4
3 units.
families worth of niggas living under one roof? Oh, my God. Does the government know? Anyway, I want one of them homes. I don't care what it is. Give me a family. I don't have one.
I'm not selling families either.
What kind of this is a so you a foster care program also?
I'm not
'Cause
selling
you
families.
selling homes and families. What kind of shit is this? This Django Unchained shit going on here? Okay, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But I adore
man.
you. Thank you so much for
I'm trying to
everything that you've
encourage
done.
people to buy homes and to invest in themselves so they can always have property instead of continue to rent.
By investing in you and putting money in your pocket.
No.
Oh, so the volunteer program. Let's not act like you not making money. I'm just at the point I was making is you making money, right?
I'm trying to encourage people to invest. So what I'm
Okay,
doing-
She said, "Are you making
no,
money?"
not in me. I'm bringing
You bringing
credit
money.
repair people,
Okay.
lenders,
Agents,
agents,
check cashers,
attorneys,
families.
so people know how to do it the right way without getting got.
But they got to get got by you before they don't get got by you. Okay, so get got by Envy. First of all, his teeth straight as hell. So tell me right now, he getting money. Okay.
Man, you are
Okay,
crazy,
'cause I'm
Yamaneika.
still missing the same teeth I was missing when I came here. I need somebody to help me make it.
Oh my God, Yamaneika.
I'm gonna flip homes
Oh,
now.
This is gonna be great for your LA
LA
seminar.
seminar going up this weekend, so anybody in
Seminar.
LA,
Put some money in Envy's
Come on.
pocket.
Why don't you have this show on CNN where you be yelling at people, get your loans and your mortgages and your families together. I'm gonna help you. I'm DJ Envy. Get your families
man.
on tap. I got a family for you. Don't care if you're white. I got a little black family sitting up here. It's 3 days missing a mama. It's just you people.
families.
I don't know. I need a family though. There's a surrogate that I was going to get. I need you to help me get a family.
You got the young boy now. He can shoot your club up.
Well, I hope so, but the club's about to close down. So
You want to have kids?
I want to have kids, but I gotta have them because when you get in your 40s, they start saying, "Well, you better hurry up and have a baby before the baby handicap." And I'm like, "Damn, it's like that."
That's an old school
But
thing.
that's
That ain't true no more.
But that's what they
A lot of
they
older
still
women are having
telling women
babies
that.
now. They have
I
babies
want
now.
and I don't care if the baby's handicapped because I have people in my family are handicapped. I would love that handicapped baby. Plus, it's gonna come with a sticker. We can park wherever we want. So that baby,
God.
I need that baby. Because I like to park up front. Costco, they don't give you no bags. You got to
Dominique, you
carry a
crazy.
box.
Stop
We gotta
speaking
get
that
up
over
front.
your child.
It would be beautiful. What are you putting hands on me?
No, I'm telling you, stop speaking over
Then I'm
your
gonna have a
child.
baby.
It look like he did roots on you just now.
Charlamagne.
Stop
And
speaking.
then, guess what? Then you really will have the hood lift up because they're going to have to lift this hood to get the baby out. I want a C-section, actually, so they can go ahead and get the baby out and take this fat with it. I want the baby to grab some fat on the way out.
I wonder how that works if you have to have a C-section.
What you mean how that
How
works?
it works? They cut you open.
Yeah, what you mean? How does it work?
How deep they got to cut, though? I mean, not you in particular.
When they big bitches, they
Yeah.
got it's an excavation. Is what I'm saying. Niggas got to put a miner's hat on. They got to get a light. They got to go and the 7 dwarfs come in. It's a mess.
my
So you might as well let Envy do it. It's like a renovation.
Yeah, don't envy. You're gonna be doing C-sections next. Get your C-section from DJ Envy. Cause I'm helping you invest in me, invested in you.
Yamaneika, man, what is wrong with you? What is wrong
Now
with you, yo?
you said this business is weird. It's not based on talent. You believe that the business is not based on talent?
man.
Well, let me tell you something. I am one of the funniest people in terms of stand-up. I work on the craft. I've done it for a long time. I'm serious about it. And when I have people come to shows and they're like, well, how come I ain't seen you? How come this is the first time I ever met you? Because there are some people that kind of fall through the cracks, right? So we all waiting for that one big thing that's going to push us to the forefront, which is why I have to again come back here and say thank you because you guys have had people on like Miss Pat. You've had
Love
like
Miss
Ida
Pat.
Shout Miss
Rodriguez.
Pat.
Like you have people
Love
that
her.
a lot of people
Love
wouldn't
Ida.
even understand and know about. And then you present us to a world that's like, my numbers went up on Instagram.
Dope.
People were like, I'm so glad I saw you. So we can't not be appreciative of the people that also help push us forward. But it is hard in this day and age where people think comedy is so accessible. You understand what I'm saying? And you can watch somebody make you laugh for a minute or two, but then when we talk about stand-up, it's like, I'm going to be at the Gramercy doing an hour for you. I have presented specials and I have given material, and that is not something that you can just take lightly. Like anybody's like, anybody can do comedy. No. And then sometimes there's people that are really good doing a minute video, not to shit on them, or they get on something and they're able to present themselves in a funny way. And then you come out and you see them do stand-up and you're like, this is garbage. Stand-up's gone. It's trash. It's like, no, that's not a stand-up comedian. That's somebody who was able to make you laugh for a minute or two. And you can respect them for that. But when you come out to see my show, I got material for you that I have written, I've thought about. I'm vulnerable. I'm giving you my thoughts and how I feel and all of this stuff. And I want us to come together and really have a great time, because I have a lot of people who are in my fan base who are going through stuff, who are going through depression, who are going through insecurities and low self-esteem, all the things that I have suffered from. And that's the goal, is just to continue to reach people, because a lot of people are suffering. A lot of people are losing their own individuality, because we are in a world now that's all about, do we know this one hot thing? Do we all agree on this one hot thing?
That's right.
And then people are like tapping into shit they really don't even believe in just because they want to be seen.
Absolutely.
And it's like, you can still be seen by being your damn self. Right. And then guess what? Envy gonna be here to give you a family and a damn low rent mortgage home when you find yourself.
You named 2 other people, and the thing that y'all have in common, both you, Ida, Miss Pat, y'all are all naturally funny.
Yes.
And y'all all have great stories, tragic stories, but great stories that y'all have turned that pain into laughter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you don't need to have tragedy to be a comedian, but one of the things I think that connects all of us is that we are able to talk about things that you would think you would never be able to overcome, and then still find the funny in it. So as long as we can find the funny in it, and we can be out here talking about things and giving people a good laugh, that's all that matters.
And y'all smart as shit. I saw the tweet that you put out when you talked about Trump's administration denying green cards for immigrants who use public benefits, and you were basically saying, like, these people The reason they want people to come here looking for a better life is because that's what they did, and they raped, stole, and murdered for it.
Yeah, they raped, stole. I talked a lot about, like, even with the Me Too and, you know, a lot of the stuff that was going on with that, and people are like, oh, well, you know, this thing that is happening in Me Too and how it's so detrimental. And I'm like, this country was started on Me Too. You understand? Like, they were raping our slave women, you know, our ancestors, our mothers, and not thinking nothing about it. And all of a sudden now it's like, oh, this Me Too thing just happened. No, we started on Me Too, and we have to keep it real. You know, it's a lot of stuff going on in Hollywood. Your skin is so soft.
Thank you.
Nigga, you done had one of them Popeyes chicken, because I feel the chicken sandwich grease on your damn hands. But also with the Me Too, and it's a serious thing because a lot of people in Hollywood are talking about Me Too. You know, they talking, oh, this person had Me Too, and I'm like, I'm taking meetings. Ain't nobody Me Too me. You know what I'm saying? I'm hashtag why not me. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody ever tried to Me Too you?
Absolutely not.
In all these years in the business?
No, I'm offended.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I mean, that is a good thing,
Yes,
but
it is.
I'm here. Oh, she had to suck dick for a $20 million movie. I'm like, I've sucked dick for a burrito. I'd have been in Hunger Games. I mean, I don't understand it.
So you just suck dick for $20 million role?
Honey, I'd have sucked their entire family's dick. I'd have put a dick on their grandmother and sucked that for $20 million.
Let me think. Who's the most trash ass man you know, like look wise, like somebody you wouldn't touch with somebody else's
Well, you know,
vagina?
I look at people through the vision of God. So I'm able to, and I'm somebody like here's the weirdest thing about me. I used to have a crush on Smokey Robinson and Danny DeVito. I still have a crush on Danny DeVito. We've been trying to get him to give me a kiss on my cheek for the longest, but I think he thinks it's a game.
Oh yeah, if you fuck Danny DeVito, you fuck Harvey Weinstein.
Well, of course, I mean, first of all, Rhea Perlman, who's his wife, would probably have a problem with that. But Danny DeVito, I think, is so hot. I can really look at a man's spirit. So I don't know about these trash-ass men or unattractive men. But I think if I had to pick out a trash nigga.
What about Trump?
That's a
good question. Donald Trump offers you $20 million because after he out the White House, he got a Netflix deal. And he offers you $20 million.
You doing it?
To give him head and pee on him like the Russian prostitutes do.
She is doing it. I could tell because she not.
Because I don't think there's a lot of dick there. You know, I charge by the dick. You know what I'm saying? The length of the dick. So like, he seemed like it's something you do like one little quick little lick and on the head and blow, and he's there. Because you know, with white guys, when you have that black titty in front of them and you do all this little dance, they come in right away. So it's like $20 million for like 20 seconds worth of work. Yeah.
So you'd fuck Trump for $20 million?
See, you keep trying to put that narrative out. Is I'm sucking his dick or is I'm fucking him?
You suck Trump's dick for $20 million?
I mean, let's keep it real, and y'all can judge me all you want. Who would not?
Canceled. Canceled. Black Facebook and Black Twitter canceled.
Let me tell you something. And then I'm gonna put myself back on with the $20 million. Like, let's think. Think about this, people. How many hair salons could I open with $20 million? How many homes could I flip? I could be the DJ Envy of black women, flipping homes and giving out family. Think about this. Nobody that's gonna comment about they wouldn't do this for $20 million. They are lying.
See, now that's the problem. We shouldn't have said $20 million. We should have said a smaller number.
$1 million.
Yeah, would you do it for $1 million?
I think you gotta go low.
Okay, would you do it for 100,000?
50,000.
50.
Yes.
Is the not
you
the
turn
50.
It down, anything.
Not the 50 because the
51
they
though.
gotta take taxes
51
out.
though.
51.
No, because my lawyer Marcy's here. She got to get a cut because she done did the deal. My agents got to get a cut. My manager Rick got to get a cut. It's like I got to think about the cuts.
Okay.
So not the 50, not 51, but like
75.
75. I could bring something home to mama.
60. All right. Well, she's gonna be at Gramercy Theater this Friday.
Yamaneika Saunders will be at Gramercy Theater. Yamaneika, give me your Instagram and Twitters.
It is at Yamaneika. That's YAMANEIKA. I'm tired of coming here spelling my name. You niggas gonna see it in the title. You better get with it, get right. Come to Gramercy Theater. My young nigga gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Proposition Donald Trump to suck his dick for $75,000.
That'd be a great name for a special. I suck Trump's dick for $20 million. You're like, what the fuck is this about?
That would be, yes.
It's Yamaneika Saunders. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.